Hi, $60,000 USD within 6 days or die. That's the situation where I am. If you subscribe to this channel, you can see all process related to make money, app, startup, to hire and marketing other customers. This is the channel is about. I have a plan to talk with our engineers. He's working as part-time for our company. So we'll talk about how to improve the app, what should we build next, negotiate why not work more. I want to introduce him on this channel, so let's get started.
The most recent thing I worked on was the login section. I worked on the part where you log in using a Black ID and a Google account. Right. When you look at various services, it seems like a pretty standard feature for the future. But when it actually comes to implementing it, there are a lot of things you really have to think about. Yeah, those kinds of issues are starting to become apparent. There aren't many actions that users themselves need to take, but you have to be prepared for when the time comes. If you don't have that in place, you can't even release the app. So, well, I realized that it's actually a pretty subtle but important part.
I think so too.
As for the backend,
is it something like Firebase or Firestore maybe?
Yes, that's indeed right, the Firebase platform.
Cloud
functions, yes, we use those. That's right, for some parts. For example, deleting data or disabling accounts, we also use functions for those processes. So I was working on the implementation from both the app and server sides.
I see. Was it difficult or easy?
It was simple, yes. At first, getting it to run was actually pretty quick, but making it actually work reliably and stably was quite tough. For example, when you close the app and then open it again, sometimes the robustness is different, or when you delete an account, you have to make sure the data is really deleted. There are a lot of things that aren't immediately visible, and making sure all those details were handled properly was a bit of a struggle. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
Right. Yes, exactly like this. Please proceed to log into your account now. Please take your time. Just like this, well, this part is the usual operation as always, so yes, that's it for now.
You know, this beeping sound and such are being fetched from the Airtable, so it seems to be a bit slow.
That's right, yes. Well, at this point, we're thinking about improving this by switching to a faster database or something like that. For now, we just wanted to get it working and display the data, so that's what we've been doing. But improving the user experience is something we'll need to address going forward, and that's a challenge for the future. So for now, on the right side, we plan to add things like account settings and other features in the future. For the time being, we've set up a menu, and as a first step, we've prepared options like signing out and deleting the account.
That's what I've written.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I really want to win at the hackathon, and working with Raishu-san has been amazing. It's such an easy environment to work in, and the compatibility with the designer is great, which has been a huge help. For us too, we want to speed up the development of the product we're making now, and we're treating this hackathon as a milestone to really push ourselves. That's why I think having a great engineer is so important.
Yes.
Well, I'm really hoping that Danshu-san might get involved with us more, maybe even on a full-time basis. So what do you think?
Well, yes, I'd be happy to, but I do have some concerns about whether I can really handle it.
Yeah, it seems like I'm a bit anxious about whether I can really manage to do it.
Yeah, well, up until now, my main job has been more about communication and coordination, so it's only recently that I've really gotten into full-on development. I'm a bit worried about whether I can actually contribute well in that area. Also, when it comes to working as a freelancer, I'm also worried about whether I can really make it as a freelancer. Of course, I do want to give it a try. I've been thinking about that for a while now, but wanting to do it and actually being useful are a bit different, I think. So I'm concerned about whether those two things will really come together. Yeah, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I totally get that. Actually, I know someone who has a ton of experience as an engineer, like they've even been a CTO. If you'd like, I was thinking maybe you could talk to them once and see how it goes. So what do you think?
Yes, I'm really happy. I think being able to actually hear from people who are involved in this kind of development and being able to consult with them about careers and such is really helpful and gives me confidence.